Oh, and we're back. Man, I've had this bad internet connection for a while. Let's just go through this and see if we can make it through the stops and starts. How about that? So it is World Wide Web Wednesday, June 12th, 2019. I'm Steve Sipress here. My backyard in beautiful, spectacular, sunny Arizona, Phoenix area, where today we had the hottest day of the year. And your dog, Jeremy Danley, is here. Great seeing you, my friend. Forecast was for it to hit about 112 today. But now it is a beautiful and pleasant, probably only around 100 or so, or 102 at 8 o'clock at night. Anyway, so here's the deal. I recently agreed to come on board and do some work for a company that is one of the leaders in its field. However, telltale sign, I found out that this business has been around for decades. And while it has a storied history and it's recognized as a leader and all that, it's in the field of education and coaching in their industry. And so they have quite a celebrated faculty of all kinds of really top experts. And I almost forgot what it's like. Often I meet experts and I make sure I get in the room and get to events where there are top business experts, authors, celebrities, experts, professors, all this kind of stuff. I mean, I've spoken at Harvard 15 times. I've been on the Today Show 22 times, this, that, whatever. Okay, great. And they asked me for some help with the marketing. And I was like, great, how many on your list? My what? List? What? No, I don't have a list. See, if they don't write another book, a best-selling book of 18 books, and I've spoken over here and I'm on these shows, but if they don't write another book, if they don't get on another plane and get dressed and go to another interview and get on another TV show, and if they don't go speak at another event somewhere, they don't eat. Because they don't build a list, they don't generate leads, they don't convert basically their fans and their following and anybody interested in their topic into a lead. They don't have any information for anybody. And so good luck. Now, I've helped some of these people get started doing it, but man, it is just so much easier if you'll just do this, folks. You have to understand. And I don't often tell entrepreneurs, I don't like to tell entrepreneurs what you have to do. We're entrepreneurs. To me, number one benefit of being an entrepreneur, the biggest draw, is personal freedom from people not telling you what you have to do. So I shy away. I just don't do it as a general rule, even my own clients. Even when they say, just tell me what to do. I don't really tell people what to do. I'll suggest what to do. I can strongly suggest what to do, but in this case, I'm really going to tell you, you have to do this. You have to capture information from people that you meet, from people that read your books, from people that see you on your interviews on TV, the people that go to your website. I mean, this company with its esteemed faculty, dozens of people on the faculty, and I went to see how many of them have what we call in the industry, see, I'm in my own little bubble here in my world, it's called a lead magnet, and every sharp entrepreneur that I know has multiple lead magnets. The phrase, the name lead magnet comes from the term, this is something that will attract, it will magnetically attract your ideal target who? That's the first W of the WOW strategy. By the way, before I forget, if you want help with this, with creating your lead magnet or improving your lead magnet or just figuring out what the heck you should even do or who you should target or what you should say to them, like I can help you out with all this stuff, and for that you simply go to a website that I put up called helpfromsteve.com. Go figure. You go to helpfromsteve.com and we'll get on the phone and I'll help you through all this stuff. And if you want some more help after that, we can talk, or I can direct you to somebody or to a resource. But this absolutely has to be done, and it kills me that most business owners still don't do it. You're living in the stone ages of the old days where the only real ways to get business were to do advertising, to get mailing lists and mail out physical pieces of mail, to hope that people see your phone number and call you when you're on TV or giving a speech, or just to put out another book and hope that the publisher puts it in all the stores and they promote it, or that you're on TV and they're promoting you so lots of people see you and then maybe you'll get some calls and that kind of stuff. Now, We're in a world where you can generate leads. You can build your own list, your own database of people who at least at some point were interested in finding out more about you and about what you do. And probably 90% of these people are not ready to do business with you the first time they just type your name into google.com and look you up, or they do see you speaking somewhere or read your book, or for whatever reason they hit your website, they hear you on an interview or a podcast or whatever you're doing, they go to your website. But that doesn't mean they're ready to buy right now. It means why everyone goes on the internet for the most part. We go on for information, but we go on for free information. I'm recording this live right now on my business page of Facebook, facebook.com/smallbizhelp. It's free. People don't come to my business page expecting to pay money to get business help. You can scroll through almost 800, I think 820 something videos I've done every single day for over the last 2 years, and you can get all kinds of business advice for free. You can go all over Facebook, all over LinkedIn, all over Twitter, all over blogs, podcasts. I have I have my own daily blog, daily podcast. I have a monthly magazine I've been doing for 5-6 years. And that's up on internet sites. You can find so much information on the internet that's the main reason people go. It doesn't mean they're ready to buy immediately. The large majority, as I said, are not. So are you really making the humongously huge mistake that I saw these faculty members, one after the other? Some of them didn't even have a website, for crying out loud. But if they had one, I went through the first dozen or so, and then I just gave up. I found 2 of them, only 2 out of the first dozen, and these are esteemed business lead, teaching business, coaching and teaching people how to make money in business, and only 2 out of the 12 even had a lead magnet on their website. And the term lead magnet, again, it's anything that you offer in exchange for someone giving you their contact information, name, address, email, phone number, whatever it is you want to get, all the above, some of the above, so that you can follow up and stay in touch with them and send them newsletters and brochures and interesting information once in a while and help them out. And over time, they get to know you, they get to like you, they get to trust you. If they don't like you, they're not going to do business with you. But over time, if they do like you, we like to do business with people we like. So if they get to know you and they get to like you and they get to trust you, and then when they're ready, or maybe even through some of your information in the articles and the interviews and the videos and stories and testimonials and whatever you're disseminating or showing them over and over, maybe that you even move them closer to a buying decision, closer than they would have been on their own. Congratulations, that's a win-win, because they get their problem solved sooner than they otherwise would have. So you help them out to solve the problem, and you even help them look for the solution and get the solution sooner than they would have on their own. So it's a wonderful thing, technology and the internet. You put up a website, but man, like I said, these at least 80-90% of these business leading experts that teach people how to make money in business, no lead magnet, which means I went to their website and I'm like, okay, yeah, this is interesting, but now how do you don't even want to know who I am coming to your website? I'm saying to myself, but I'm like, you don't have any interest in knowing who I am. So I came to the website, and sure, some people come to the website and they click away, or they read the article they came for or whatever, and they say, that's great, to come away. But other people say, wow, that was really good. I'd like some more. I wonder what else this person could send me other than what's on the website, and what I would like to get notified when future blog posts or articles or tips or whatever goes up on this website. And I'd like to stay in touch and find out maybe when this person's coming to my town and I could see them speak, or when they're going to be on TV and I could watch the show, or I would like to stay in touch with this person, and they offer no way to stay in touch. Or if I'm not thinking proactively that I want to stay in touch, that's where the lead magnet comes in. They offer me a lead magnet and they say, hey, here is the 5 secrets to X, or the 3 biggest mistakes people make with whatever, or the number 1 way to solve whatever problem. And all you have to do is give me your contact information. Your email address is normal and anything else is extra. And then I will give you this lead magnet. I have now magnetically attracted the lead. You're a lead. I don't know if you're a good lead. I don't know if you're really a suspect, a prospect. Maybe you just got the information, but you're never going to buy. You're never really interested in buying. So that's a suspect. But maybe you are a prospect. You are interested in buying. and you're early in the buying cycle. Maybe you're late in the buying cycle, but not late enough that you're ready to buy. Maybe you'll be ready to buy in a week. Am I going to depend on you somehow remembering me or finding me again or finding my website? That's just absolutely crazy, especially because you pay a lot of money in time, effort, or cash to get people to go to your website, especially these experts that go speak. You get on a plane, you go speak somewhere. That's a lot of time away from your family. You write books. That's a lot of time writing that book and putting it all together. You go teach courses. You're a professor. It's a lot of time and effort and energy you're putting in to get people attracted to you, and then you just let them go. You gotta have a lead magnet, folks. You must have a lead magnet. This is anything you can offer, and of course not anything, but it's something. I'm not going to get all into the details of it here. Of course, again, that's why I offer my help one-on-one, because it really takes a one-on-one conversation for me to help you to get the ideal lead magnet that's right for you and that will attract the ideal target the ideal person that you want to do business with you. And for a one-on-one conversation, you go over to helpfromsteve.com. If you're serious about making money and you have a website and you want to attract leads and follow up with them and make sales and not just let them go away into never land and internet world, you got to have an effective lead magnet. So now that I mentioned this, if you don't have one, at least you might have traded your information online on somebody's website, gave your email address so that you could get a free report or a free video or a free email series or a free checklist or a free chart or free infographic or a free series of videos or a free series of something or other or a free whatever it was. You traded your contact information. You became a lead for that person, and in exchange they gave you something of value. That's a fair exchange. The prospect decides, is it a fair exchange? You, of course, want to use the WOW strategy. We've just talked about the ideal target who. That's the first letter of the WOW strategy, WLW. We all know we got to use the WOW strategy. You know, if you've been following me for any length of time, every successful business person makes money boils down to those three letters. The first one is the W, the ideal target who. They really attract the ideal person to do business. They don't just haphazardly do business with anyone that comes along. The second letter in the WOW strategy, of course, is O, and that's what we're talking about here. You make it an irresistible offer. You offer them something irresistible that they just can't resist giving you. They say that's a no-brainer. It's not just a fair deal. I'll give you my email address and my name and my phone number or whatever in exchange for that video. They say that's a no-brainer. I'd love to see that video. That video talks about solving a problem that I really care about solving. And so, what a no-brainer. All I got to do is give you my email address and I get it. Great. That's an effective lead magnet. People just say, wow, that's awesome. I really want that information. Information is, by the way, to me, the best lead magnet because there's very little cost involved in delivering it, as opposed to a lead magnet saying, I'll give you what brick and mortar stores, retail stores will very often give physical lead magnets that cost some money. You go to a bakery and they will say, get on our VIP mailing list, or a restaurant, get on our VIP mailing list and we'll give you a free dessert. You see a table topper that says join our mailing list and you get free dessert. And we'll give you a free meal on your birthday. Which just reminds me, my birthday month just passed. It was May. And I remember getting a bunch of emails and at the beginning of the month saying, come in anytime this month for a birthday meal, and I never made it in. Oops, 11 months, and I'll do it again next year. I don't know what I'll do again. Will I forget again? I don't know. Anyway, there's another lesson there. They probably, if they wanted me to come in, which they should, they might want to send me more than one email. They might have wanted to mail me a birthday card with a certificate in it. Then I would have remembered. I put it on the fridge. I'd remember. And by the way, people go out for their birthday. They don't usually go alone. So even though I get a free meal, I might bring 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 10 or 20 people in there. So birthday marketing, not what we're talking about here, but I got off on a tangent. Anyway, lead magnet. You just absolutely have to have it. I'm flabbergasted when I see experts throwing money. They're not throwing it away. It's opportunity cost. They're just throwing away the opportunity to change their life, to systematically bring in money, to never have to worry again about having to go generate a new book, a new speech, go somewhere new. mailbox money. You got money on demand when you have a list. Then your whole life becomes making offers, irresistible offers. That's the O in the WOW strategy. Make irresistible offers to that list. The list opted in for X. You have multiple lead magnets. The ones that opted in for this, you know they're interested in that topic. You keep offering them irresistible things in that topic. I'll give you this blah, 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 blah manual for only this little amount of money. Or I'll give you blah, 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 blah. So in the online world, we can deliver things that are information. I talked about earlier. PDFs, free reports, videos, emails. These are all fairly inexpensive to create. Obviously, if you're really serious about it, you want to get somebody that knows how to write, knows how to script, knows how to make it look good, knows how to edit the video, knows how to make a nice cover for your report and the graphics and all that kind of stuff. But it's relatively, extremely inexpensive way to generate leads to your list. A lot cheaper than having to advertise over and over and over to capture brand new leads, especially since some of those have been to your website before and you didn't capture them. So now it costs you $100 to attract a new lead to your website. You placed an ad for $1,000, you got 10 calls. Like, how about getting 8 or 9 of those people to opt into your list because you got an irresistible offer of a lead magnet, and now you don't have to advertise to get them anymore. So when you get your list up to dozens, hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of people interested in what you do, you're pretty much just printing money. You're doing like the old John Lennon saying, I woke up and I said, I'm going to write myself a swimming pool. He had a legion of fans that would buy anything he put out. So if he wrote a new song, bang, in comes enough money to buy a new swimming pool. That's how you want to be. And for that, again, in the old days, in the 60s or 70s, when John Lennon said that, there was not the internet, so he did not have lead magnets. He had a list that wasn't in his control. They were just out there. But not everyone is a worldwide, all-time, record-selling celebrity. So even us little guys, a little entrepreneur, business owner, can be a John Lennon in our own world. But we have to have control of the list. We can't just depend on producers and distributors distributing our stuff and promoting it all over the place like they do for celebrities who put out hit records. In our business, we want to have a list. And to do that, you want to capture the information of people so you can follow up. Make sense? And this whole video is about the last W of the WOW strategy. That's where you figure out the way or the ways you're going to get that irresistible offer in front of your ideal target who. And today we're talking about the way of a lead magnet. That's one way to get your irresistible offer in front of your ideal target who. And that's the WOW strategy. It's simple as that. When you have a list of people that like you, know you, trust you, they want the solutions you provide, all you got to do is keep making offers to them. And your whole life changes from chasing down, I hope somebody does business with me, to how much money do I want to make now? Let's figure out a new thing to offer that we know already people on my list want. They've proven to buy it before. They're going to buy it again. They want it. And I'm going to offer it to them and make money. Got to have a lead magnet. Drives me crazy to go to websites and see, not even just, you got to have multiple lead magnets with multiple websites, but not even just one. Come on, folks. Okay? That's it for Worldwide Wednesday. So the bottom line is, in summary, people coming to your website, probably 90% of them, not ready to call you or come in or visit you or whatever it is you do. They're not ready to do business with you right now. So you have a choice. You can just either let them go away and have no chance to follow up with them and just hope they come back, or you can offer a lead magnet. That's something that attracts them to become a lead, to give you their contact information. Then you're in control of the buying process. You can now follow up with them repeatedly and educate them and warm them up, as the saying goes, and get them to know you and like you and trust you, and over time start to do business with you, and then start to refer you, and then do repeat business with you more and more and more. So to do all that, you have to have a lead magnet. I don't want to see another website of a business that doesn't have a lead magnet. Totally, absolutely unacceptable, totally crazy, what a waste. And I live in my bubble world where everyone I know who's a sharp entrepreneur, because I like to hang out with sharp entrepreneurs, we got lead magnets all over the place. We're constantly coming up with new ones. We got one lead magnet on our Facebook page, and we got one lead magnet on our website, and we got another lead magnet we offer when we speak on the stage, and another one in our book, and another one in a different book of a different title, and another one when we go on for an interview on a podcast. We got all kinds of different lead magnets. We're constantly testing different lead magnets, and we have different topics of the different lead magnets to offer to different audiences, different ideal target who's that we're looking to attract. You got to have just one, folks. You got to have a lead magnet. If not, I don't know. You must not know what century it is. You're doing business the way, way, way old-fashioned way. You're working way too hard, making way little money, making way little impact in the world comparing to what you should be doing. Get a lead magnet. Get it immediately. And if you want help, I will help you put one together immediately. You go to helpfromsteve.com. That's the bottom line, or get somebody else's help, but get it done. Get a lead magnet. That's it. For World Wide Web Wednesday. Now we've lost the light completely. The sun has set. The moon, however, is out. And I am going to head in and call it a night. And I'll be back with you tomorrow on Throwback Thursday. So thanks, everybody, for watching. Put your comments below wherever you're watching this. I always respond when appropriate. And head over, for crying out loud, to helpfromsteve.com. And I will help you get a lead magnet so you can stop having people come to your website and just go away, even if they were interested. They just go away if you don't give them an option other than, hey, call me. They're not ready to call you right now. Get a lead magnet. Catch you tomorrow. Bye-bye.